This is Hollywood. Hello. Let me turn my TV down.
What's up, Karen?
Hey, what's
Did
up?
you get your phone?
Being bad again. You know what my symbol looks like? It's the same one that I got on TikTok.
All right, so what am I looking for? Someone in? That's live?
Saturday, September the 24th at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central Time. With award-winning chef and cook, Swvirn. We're going to be giving cooking tips, discussing the latest topics, and we're going to do a little small interview.
Okay.
You can come July the 24th live on TikTok at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and 5 p.m. Central Time. Stay with Hollywood Happenings, and we will see you on July 24th.
And for the award that we've been waiting for, or the nominations that we have been waiting for the Hollywood Happenings Award.
Hold on. Well, I'm cooking.
All right. Let me,
Hey, everybody, hold on.
don't go anywhere. We're getting ready for a big announcement. Okay. Okay. And for the best cooking show, Best Cook on TikTok, shows you step by step. We have, and the nominees are Food Expert for his travels in food.
School, then I'm gonna say you wanna be a sun waves on an ocean drive, left hand in between my thighs, sunsets on a rosy sky, we're drinking that southern wine, spark up in the neon light, touch me like I'm dynamite, won't you give me everything, love me like a summer fling.
Rachel Ray.
We're making a French-style, quick and easy 30-minute meal. We have in our cast iron pan our chicken browning up nicely with salt and pepper. I'm gonna flip the chicken because it looks like, oh, look at that color. You see this? This is the color that you get when you use cast iron, that crispy, crunchy, beautiful, reddish brown. Color equals flavor in cooking. It's so glorious. Look at that.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Look at the mushroom sweated down all nice and pretty, like no color, no flavor. Oh, and here come the milk. That's how you get that cream base going. Some pasta in there. Can never have too much cheese, folks. This is love in a skillet, about to be love on a plate. That's what I'm talking about. Let's show Gypsy some love. Wonderful chef.
Martha Stewart.
Anti-pet peeve margarita recipe. We call them Martharitas. Take a half of a lime and put lime juice just on the outside of the glass. Take coarse, sparkly salt. This is a fleur de sel. And you just salt rim on the outside. In here we have 2 cups of freshly squeezed lime juice, 2 cups of tequila, and this comes from Casa Dragones. And we have triple sec made by Steerings, which is an orange liqueur. And here we need a half a cup of Make Pomegranate Juice Recipe Cocktails Pomegranate Concentrate from Palm Wonderful. Add a little bit more ice and put on high until you hear no more ice crunching around in there. Look at the color of the Martharita pomegranate margarita. It's a good thing.
Linda Gomez.
Cooking with Linda. Her favorite recipes, home cooked meal, presentation, the rice, presentation, the chili, salmon, desserts, pumpkin pie, cupcakes, chili, cakes, and deviled eggs. And this is Cooking with Linda.
And the winner is
For the Cook of the Year, and the winner is Hollywood. Who wins? Swvirn! Yes! The best cook
Watch You Get
on
Hot.
TikTok from Hollywood Happenings.
Hollywood Happenings.
What the fuck? You serious? Are you serious right now?
Huh?
What is this?
That's your award.
Oh wow. You like me. You really like me. Oh my god, look at that. Looks just like me.
It looks
The
like
head down. The everything.
it does, huh? Which one is that?
Cook of the year?
What else?
Gave me one that's cook of the year. Where the hell did you what? Another one? I can't do anything on TikTok because I got suspended for whatever reason. But wow, Karen, this is awesome. When did you send these? When did these get here? What'd you say, Karen? I'm making a roux right now, so it's got to be stirred properly. What? And Karen, you know what? it's just because you gave it. This actually has a really great fit. I mean, it fits well, especially on the bridge of my.
It fits you?
Oh yeah, it fits. It fits great. But that fits wonderful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I've never won an award for my cooking or anything. Um, I don't know. I've never gotten any kind of award. I don't think in my life for my cooking. I've gotten awards in the military, but never for my cooking. So this is a huge. I think that's cool.
Did you
And I
like
am definitely gonna hold these up. The guy looks like me. Okay, bald head, rippling chest, amazing abs.
And you like who presented the award to you?
Oh, I don't know
Hollywood presented the award.
better than
Somebody named Terry Dean said you can cook. Yeah, he's one of the best cooks. And somebody says I like your mask.
I'm actually I want to get her ear pods. So hold on a second.
What do you think about the Republicans now trying to get their sheep vaccinated?
Well, hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on. Just hold on a second.
Would have been better if I would have did it from my
You can put that one.
my computer.
What the fuck? This is crazy. I'm getting a lot of feedback now. You got some goofy headphones. She's mad. Let me try the other one. Let me
So you
see.
did you get two masks in there? There should have been two masks in there.
Okay, I don't know.
One for you and one for Dawn.
She said there should be two masks in there. Yeah, she's got it downstairs. All right. So here's the deal with the Republicans. Okay. I've been kind of keeping an eye on what's going on throughout the week. You got, who is that, Madison Cawthorn or Hawthorne, calling for criminal charges to be filed against Dr. Fauci. You got Marjorie Trader Green basically saying, it's against her HIPAA rights. But I think people like Mitch McConnell, who's the other one? Rand Paul, Lady G, or Lindsey Graham, as we know him. They are all starting to realize that this virus is killing their base. Hey, Kathy. They're all starting to realize that this virus has started killing their base. And it's mainly because of the shit that they've propagated over the past year and a half. Now, I'm not saying, because people are still going to do what they're going to do, regardless of what Madison Cawthorn, Lindsey Graham, these anti-vaxxers, they're in it to win it at this point. And sooner or later, when enough of them die, the sad thing is, in order to make change, like in the 80s, when the AIDS became an epidemic, there wasn't any change until it killed enough people. Now, here we are at over 600,000 deaths, approaching 700,000, and nobody wants to do anything. they're starting to realize, not only the Republicans, but people like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson, they're starting to realize it's killing their ratings because their viewers are dying. Um, and then I guess it was either last night or night before last, you had Sean Hannity on TV. I never told anyone to go get the vaccine. I never said that. So they're they're starting to realize that this virus is killing them more than it is us. And I hate to put it in that light of them versus us, but that's the only way I can put it because it is them versus us. The radical left against the radical right. And that's the shitty side of it. Oh, I am killing this roux right now.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
What's that?
What advice would you give to your younger self and why?
To my younger self? Oh man. Live as full and as vibrant as you can. Always be helpful. Never be cowardly. Always do the right thing. And, even my younger self, looking back at my younger self, I was always that guy. That guy who tried to help. There were times that, somebody might have said, oh, damn, Daryl was cowardly. And it was because I ran from a gang fight where it was like 15 against 5. I'm not standing there to get my ass beat. That's just not smart. But, when I got in the Navy, I never ran from a gunfight. And it was mainly because I had guns. But yeah, just never be cowardly. Stand up for people and fight for people who can't fight for themselves. That's the biggest thing. People don't know what that means. When you say, hey, you got to stand up for the little guy. It's like my platform on TikTok. I tell people all the time, if you can't use your voice, use mine. That's why I leave my duets and stitches on all the time.
Now, did you hear
I know you hear a lot of scraping, but that's me browning out this roux.
this? Right. I was just saying, did you want to show us the roux a minute? Take a roux break?
Let me see here if I can pull this off. I'll raise the stand up a little bit so you guys can look down into the pot. Because typically, when people make a roux, they fuck it up because they walk away from it. And this is just a half cup of grapeseed oil and a half cup of all-purpose flour. That's all this is. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see the smoke coming up out of there, but yeah, it's starting to get a little hot.
Now,
But you can't walk away from a roux.
Now, did you see?
Walk away from this.
No, we don't want to walk away.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Did you see that Trump's ally was granted a $250 million bond, and he has to wear a monitoring bracelet?
Yeah, that was the guy.
Tom Barack.
Yeah, he got his bond, even though prosecutors warned he was a flight risk. So, I mean, he's got to get that GPS ankle off, that bracelet off his ankle first, before he can really go anywhere. But, he's another one that's going to go down. And I read an article earlier today that said, looks like Jared is about to flip on Trump. So I hope they all flip and just throw him completely under the bus.
And what do you think about the Cleveland Indians' new name, the Guardians? As far as the
Well, the
injustice.
new name for the Cleveland Indians, if you look at it, you know, Guardians is okay. We knew this was coming. The Washington Redskins are probably going to be next. But we knew this was coming because we live in a politically correct society. It is so hard because there's a delay from TikTok to my headphones. So,
I'm
but
gonna stop.
I I think they're doing the right thing by changing their name, not to continuously, offend Native Americans and indigenous personnel. I think they're finally doing the right thing. The Guardians, yeah, not a bad name. It's not the greatest name, but it's not a bad name. And I think the fans will still come out to see him. I'm pretty sure those fans will still come out to see him.
Now, Washington, they should be following suit soon with a new name. And what about
I would
Kansas?
imagine that the Redskins are going to be pretty close to getting their new name.
What do you think about the Kansas City Chiefs?
They need to change. The only thing I truly don't like with the Kansas City Chiefs right now, they have that song Red. What is it? Red Thunder.
Red Nation, isn't it?
Red Nation. Okay. Welcome to the Red Nation. And Trump supporters just stole it from him. Just stole it from him, And that's really the only thing I don't care for about the Kansas City Chiefs. Otherwise, great ball players, but I think they'll follow suit pretty soon and change their name also.
And the Atlanta Braves as well.
The Atlanta Braves, I think if the Atlanta Braves change their name, we're going to hear a lot about cancel culture because, that's Marjorie Trader Green's home backyard. So we're going to start to hear a lot about that crap.
Oh, good point.
But yeah, and you don't have somebody like you got Jim Jordan here in Ohio. He's not dumb enough to open his mouth and criticize the Cleveland Indians. People in Cleveland, they take the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Indians, or Cleveland Guardians. They take that very seriously. For some of those folks, that's a religion. So he starts talking bad about them, I guarantee you he's in for a shitstorm. All right, we got a nice dark roux. I'm gonna let that get a little bit darker.
What is your biggest pet peeve and why?
Uh, my biggest pet peeve, which has always been my biggest pet peeve, even since I was a little kid, people who can't interpret facts or information. And, early in my career in the cable industry, I became a training manager. And I couldn't understand how people didn't know how to do math. Because, we have to calculate the signal of the cable coming up to the customer's house. And I'm sitting there looking at a technician one time. And I said, okay, we got 15 coming out of that tap. We got about 100 feet of wire. So what's my signal going to be at the house? And in 100 feet of wire, you will lose 5 decibels. I think we're going to have 6 at the house. Like, oh man. And then the big thing right now is all the anti-vaxxers. They're sitting there. They deny science. They deny fact. And then I've dealt with that same kind of thing when I was a kid. People just deny facts. And what's amazing to me, Karen, and I'm sure you've seen it, since this pandemic, so so many of the radical right, these goofy these goofy ass hilljacks have become virologists, scientists, immunologists. Vaccines do this, vaccines do that. You know, they have all the answers with very little research. So I can't stand someone who did just blatantly denies science, and then they have their what do you call it? Somehow they got their online degree at Phoenix University in virology, immunology, and oh well, you shouldn't listen to this, and don't listen to what CNN tells you to. You know, if I see a video of Donald Trump doing something stupid, what the hell does it matter where I saw it? That's what I've never understood. Oh my God. Oh,
Relevant.
those onions hit that roof. Oh, good Lord. Hey, Ginger.
Somebody, Terry Dean just said you should have a cooking show, which is what I was trying to get you to start.
I should have a cooking show.
Yeah, Terry Dean,
Uh,
968.
if I tell you right now, if I got a phone call tomorrow from Food Network saying, "Hey, we want you to come try out," I'm there. I am there. But this is gumbo. This is a dish that's very near and dear to Dawn, my wife, and her mother, my mother-in-law, who lives with us. It takes them back to New Orleans, which is where she's from. You know, so they really appreciate the gumbo.
Now, what is one thing that you would change, and what would it be, and why?
One thing that I would change in terms of what, like, what's the perspective
Uh, what's one thing that you would change in the world?
in the world?
Yeah, in the
I,
world,
I tell
in
you,
America.
and a lot of folks would hate me for saying this, but I would take what? What? You come up in here like what? No,
Somebody
it's not
just
burning.
said,
I got you covered like a wet huggy, baby girl.
Lillian Breeze just said
I would
jambalaya is
take
one of her favorites.
what's that?
Jambalaya is one of Liliana Reese's favorites.
Oh, I can do some jambalaya. Yeah, I did, Ginger. I can do some jambalaya, quick and easy too. But if I could, if it were left up to me, I kid you not, and this is going to sound bad. This is going to sound totalitarian, communist, call it what you will. I would take every single Trump supporter and drop them in the middle of the ocean because people like that are ruining this country. They're ruining this country because it's all about them. Nobody else. Fuck
Agree.
everybody else. Fuck the liberals. To hell with the alphabet mafia. We don't care about. No, we don't care that you were molested and got pregnant. You're going to keep that baby. So I would take every single one of them, the conservatives, and get on the left coalition. And all right, progressives, let's do this. Let's build this country the way it needs to be built. And this country will truly then be the shining beacon on the hill. And I know that's not a very popular thing to say, but that's just how I feel about it. Hold on, I got to get part two of the Holy Trinity into the pot,
Ooh.
which is celery. But
Terry
I
Dean.
say we get them out of here. They're conspiracy. Karen, let me ask you. There's this video. Joe Biden was, I think he was returning to the White House, and a reporter asked him, are there Democrats who want to defund the police? And he said no. And she said, well, there's some Democrats or something to that effect. And Joe Biden walked right up to her and said, are there Republicans who believe we're drinking the blood of little kids? And, well, I don't know about that. And he just turned and walked away like a straight boss.
I saw that.
Yes, Gail, I did.
And how a
I have
reporter would come up with
been
that question.
suspended. Well, it was amazing to me because the reporter asked that question, and Joe Biden basically hit her with another question. Excuse me, President Joe Biden. Oh,
There it is.
President Joe Biden asked her that question, to which there was no answer. And this the misinformation. Defund the police. It does not mean take away every penny from the police. It means take away, why do the police need a tank? Take that money away, reinvest it into good training, longer training periods. Defund the police doesn't mean anything what Sean Hannity tells you it means, or Tucker Carlson tells you it means. And it pisses me off. Oh my God, this is looking good.
It is relevant.
Hopefully you guys can see that.
I see it. Now, if you could have one, excuse me, I'm spelling that and I'm spelling the flowers and I'm getting a double whammy.
Karen, how close are you to the wildfires?
Probably about an hour. It depends on, because they're coming from all directions. I think one is in
So are you getting
Calabasas.
some of that feedback and smoke?
Not yet. I haven't seen any yet. Not
Okay.
yet. It's still like up a little farther. It's like around
All right.
the grapevine.
Well, if it starts getting close, get the hell out of Dodge.
Oh, I will. But I'm like right in the middle. Only way it's gonna get me is like if it gets something in the Hollywood Hills or around the Griffith Observatory, which I was close to that
Okay.
one. I was ready to get me and Mandy out of there. Because I kept going outside watching at the gate to see how close it was coming, especially at night. I'm like, I said, if it gets over
Okay.
those houses, I'm out of here. Now,
Well,
if you could have,
you and others of my followers who are out there in LA, one of my coworkers, she works in LA. She got evacuated yesterday from her house. So I had to pick up her slack at work.
ooh,
What's that?
what area is she in? Northern, southern,
Karen, I couldn't even tell you. I'm not very familiar enough with California to know. I just know she was in like northeast California.
That's like around San Francisco, but yeah, there's bad up that way. Like around Paradise.
But yeah, we had to, the rest of the team had to step in and pick up her slack from work. So Friday, I didn't get done work until like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. So it was this whole crazy thing.
Here's a question you're gonna enjoy.
I don't know how long I'm suspended. AKA, I am making some good old fashioned gumbo.
Now, if you could have dinner with one person living or dead, who would it be and why?
It would have to be Gordon Ramsay. Now, let me clarify that there are some great chefs. Justin Robbins, I believe he was the Cajun chef or the Cajun chef. Who was the other one? Julia Child. amazing wealth of knowledge. And Julia Child was old school, you know. But I would have to say Gordon Ramsay's been my unofficial mentor for about 15 years. So it would have to be Gordon Ramsay. And, for someone of his stature who has 30 plus Michelin stars, one of the most successful restaurateurs in the world, I would have to say it's Gordon because I'm not looking to open a restaurant. I'm not looking to be a contestant on Hell's Kitchen, but just having that man, being able to tick that man's brain for about 20 minutes would give me a wealth of knowledge. I'd be sitting there taking notes.
And
In goes the
if
celery.
someone's asking, Liliana Reeves is asking, why were you suspended from TikTok? Maybe your vids or
Okay, so here's what happened. Somebody came into one of my videos, made a lot of racist comments. Um, excuse me. Oh shit! Hold on. I left a beer in my freezer like a half hour ago.
oh,
Okay,
frozen
I
beer.
gotta have them ice cold. No, it's fine. So this guy came into my TikTok, one of my videos, and made all kinds of racist comments. A few weeks ago, I went into somebody's video and I made some comments, and they immediately reported me, or TikTok flagged it and suspended me. Okay. So with all these racist comments that this guy made, I made I I did a screenshot of them, and basically as TikTok, how can this racist rhetoric? The guy literally called me the N word. Okay. So I made a video as TikTok. Why is this guy not suspended or banned? Because I've reported him for 2 weeks now. His account is still active. Soon as I hit next and posted it, I got banned. I got suspended.
Wow.
That's literally how it went down. I kid you not.
I know that Naomi Cat Lady, North Omaha Cat Lady, she got suspended
Yeah.
for nudity.
For
I'm like,
what?
nudity and obscenity. I'm like, really?
Oh my God. I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form.
That's what she said in one of her videos. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. These Trumpers are getting out of
But
hand. Now, this is
right
one.
now, I am suspended. I can't post. I can't comment, and I can't go live. I can't do anything. Hey, woman. Yeah, I'm. I'm not banned. This time, I'm suspended until like next Friday or something.
There's a list. Nikki New, she made a list of who you contact, and she put the names of who to write the emails to, and it's on one of Nikki New's
Hmm.
TikTok videos, and she's got it on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So that way, if anybody,
Yeah, I'll follow her.
yeah, she made a video about where we go, and actually, you actually need to go to the TikTok creators. I forgot what it was. You need to follow them too on Twitter, which I follow them on Twitter.
See, here's when I know that the shit's really hit the fan, and that's gonna be when you get banned, Karen.
Yeah,
That's
I've
okay.
gotten the
That,
community guidelines for because I did a duet with Patty the Panda, and
uh-huh.
his video violated community guidelines, so they removed my videos for community guidelines. And
That's amazing.
I don't even remember what the video said. And that was back in March. I'm like,
That
and they just did it. I'm like, huh?
that's usually how mine come up. Let me see. And here's what pisses me off the most. Okay, and this is just me. I posted a video some few weeks ago, and some of you are here to talk about it, about Donald Trump basically saying they don't look like Indians to me. And so many people jumped in there and defended him. I don't understand why this is racist. He's standing up for Native Americans without knowing the whole truth behind that story. People are still commenting, I'm Native American. He's standing up for us. I'm sitting there like I can't say anything back. I'm stuck. I can't say a thing. I can't post. I can't reply to comments. I can't do anything. All I can do is just sit there and read it and go, you poor, delusional son of a bitch.
Now, this kind of relates to the last question about who you would have dinner with. What is your favorite meal to prepare and cook? And what would you cook for Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, you know, I think one of the things that I've gotten the most compliments on is it's a pork dish I like to call a fatty, and it's a about a 6 or 7 pound pork tenderloin. It's filleted out so that it can lay flat. Then it's salted and peppered, and then it's covered with sweet Italian sausage. Trust me, if you're trying to lose weight, this is not the dish. But once it's covered with the sausage, then I cover it with cream cheese. Then I roll it up, and there's some scallions in there and things like that, you know. Then I roll it up. Then I cover that in a bacon weave. I do a bacon weave on it and cover that. Then I put it in a smoker for about 8 hours at 200 degrees. And the flavor, the juiciness of the meat, it is just absolutely incredible. And I think if I knew Gordon Ramsay was going to be coming to my house, I'd do everything in my power to make sure I could prepare one for him because I love it. I absolutely love it.
Now, this might be the same. You might give me the same answer on this one. It's a little bit different. Who is your biggest
Okay.
inspiration?
My biggest inspiration has got to be it's got to be my parents. Okay. Like Gordon Ramsay, I didn't really discover him till like 15 years ago. But, you know, watching after my parents got divorced, my dad was still always there for us. Made sure my mother, you know, if the bills were struggling, he was there. And they just didn't see eye to eye. But also watching my mother being so proud, you know, she didn't want to say anything. So I watched my mother work 2 jobs to put food on the table so she wouldn't have to bother my dad. And then I watched my dad come over and visit us. Hey, how's it going? Where's your mama? Well, she's at her other job. What? She's at her other job. Why? I don't know. I'm 12. I don't know. You know. And he he tell my mom, say, look, you know, if you need anything, please let me know. We fell apart, but you know, we still got kids together. I want to make sure they're straight. I want to make sure you're home, whichever you need, you know. So I watched my parents work through a lot of adversity. I watched my father get racial profile once in Lake Shafer, Indiana, and I watched how he handled it. He handled it very professional, and you know, they've always been my biggest inspiration. They're not the they're not the smartest people on the planet, but they always knew the absolute right thing to do, and that's what they taught us. The biggest thing that my dad taught us when I was going into the Navy, I was 16 years old, and even at 17, I needed my mother's permission, and she didn't want to sign the permission slip. So my father convinced her to sign it. And he told her, he said, look, Margot, Daryl is trying to do what we taught him to do, fight for people who can't fight for themselves. And that's exactly what I went to the Navy and did. I fought for people who couldn't fight for themselves because that's what my parents taught me to do. If I was strong enough and I was able and of sound body and mind, you go kick ass, you take names, and you make the world a better place. However you do it, just do it. So it's got to be to them.
This is my Barbara Walters question. If you were a color, what would you be and why?
If I was a color, um, man, that's a tough one. I've always, I would have to say, flat black because flat black can be pulled off in so many great ways. Look at Batman. Look at the Batman suit, the Bat car. It's all flat black. Look at how some people decorate their homes. The garages, flat black. Garages or basement, flat black. So I would have to say flat black. Blend in, not cause a lot of controversy, but you're ready to come out and whoop ass when you need to.
If you were a song, or what song would be about you, about your life?
Oh, girl, that's easy. That's an easy one right there. Hold on one second. Chicken stock goes in. I mean,
I found a cheese store so I could get shredded Swiss cheese because I can't find it shredded. So actually found a real cheese store in Beverly Hills.
nice.
I gotta go there. I think I'll vlog it. That'd be a good video.
So there was this song by this artist named Big Smo, and it's called "Working," and it's a few years old. I heard it for the first time. What is this? 21. I heard it for the first time probably in 2017. And as I listened to the lyrics, I woke up this morning, tied my boots up because I knew it's gonna be a great day or long day. Fire my truck up, grab my coffee, kiss my baby, and get out on my way because I'm working, even when it's hurting. That's the only way that I know to make a wage. And as I listened to that song, I was like, holy shit, that's everything that I do in a nutshell. I get up, I tie my boots, I lace them up, I'm ready to boot up, suit up, get my coffee, give my baby girl a kiss on the forehead, and I get out the door. Once I'm out the door, when I was at a field tech, it came down to me making that money. That's all I cared about. And everything that I did out there, Dawn supported me. The long hours, uh, working 6 days a week, traveling, shit. There was one point I was traveling so much I spent like 2.5 years in North Carolina. So you you got to be ready to boot up and suit up, especially if you're in a leadership role. And I was, and I got out there and I did the damn thing. And when I first heard that song, I was like, "That's how you do it. 30 below to 100 degrees. You ain't pushing hard enough if your hands don't bleed." I'm the first to clock in and the last to leave, and I ain't never had a problem rolling up my sleeve. I'm working. A
We got a little dance too. Now, Ileana Reese
little
said
bit.
her song about her life is I Will Survive. That's mine too. I Will Survive.
That's a good one. Nothing wrong with that. For as long as no one had love, I know I'll stay alive. Change them locks. Change them damn locks.
And Exactly. What is your
Okay, so
favorite movie? And does your favorite movie reflect anything on your life?
I I think my all-time favorite movie, which I can't watch a lot because it causes some PTSD flashbacks. It's called Act of Valor.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, let me go back. Godfather, number one. That's my all-time. I could watch Godfather every day, all day, and twice on Sunday. Okay. Hi, Daisy. Um, right after that, Act of Valor. Okay. And I can't watch it very often. I'll watch it maybe once every couple of years. But it reflects on my life, what we went through in special operations and things of that nature. So it's a it's a good movie. It was made with actual on duty Navy SEALs. Those men are not actors; they are real Navy SEALs. And yeah, I would have to say Godfather's my favorite, but when I turn that page, Act of Valor is the next.
What is your favorite drink?
My favorite drink. Wow. Um, you talking mixed drinks or just straight liquor?
It could be straight liquor, it could be mixed drinks, it could be milk, it could be soda, whatever.
Okay, I'll I'll give you a couple. My favorite casual drink is Sprite. I drink Sprite all day, every day. Um, After that, there's this drink called a Bloody Brain. It's a shot of shit. What is this stuff? Peach schnapps. Then you put some red grenadine on top of it, and it'll. Or I'm sorry, you put Irish cream on top of it, and it'll float. And then you pour grenadine right in the middle of it, and it pulls it down, and it looks like a brain. And some people call it a bloody brain. Some people call it a bloodshot. All depends on who you talk to. And then my in terms of hard liquor, tequila is my favorite. Love my tequila.
You don't want to know my twice. Both times I've ever gotten drunk was on tequila. Tequila sunrise. I remember, you'll get a kick out of this one. I had this guy take me home. Didn't really want him to come in, but I was a little tipsy. So I hit him on the head.
Karen, you got some wind behind you or something, honey. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And here comes my dad down. He looked under the bed. I didn't think he'd look under the bed. He saw that and he said, Gladys, get the gun! That guy shot out of there. He was gone like a bat out of hell. And now that my dad's gone, I think the story's funny, but it embarrassed me. But I was glad he came down. I was trying to get rid of him anyway.
All right, so this is heating back up. Secret ingredient in my gumbo, beer.
That's the question. When you're cooking with your beer or wine, regular wine, does it cook out the alcohol?
If you're cooking with cooking wine, yeah, it'll cook out. It's more of a flavor thing, and if you're doing something like a flambe, it puts some really good flavor in whatever it is you're flambeing, like a tart. Sometimes people do it to steaks, table side pork chops. But yeah, it'll cook out. but you just got to let it cook. People get too impatient.
And what is your
So
favorite
now
book?
once this heats back up, then I'm throw the sausage in, then the shrimp, then the crab meat. We put the lid on it and we chill for a minute.
I just thought of the question when I was asking about a book. Oh, you're gonna. It just came to me. Let me know when you're ready.
What's that?
How would you compare Donald Trump to Charles Manson?
To Charles Manson?
How would you compare Trump to Manson?
Okay, hold on a sec.
That just came to me. I don't know why.
Now, if you stop and think about, because Charles Manson had his cult, granted, just like Donald Trump, Charles Manson was never really convicted of homicide. I can't remember what his official charge was, but he was convicted. Okay. I would compare the two because they prey on the weak minded and the uneducated. That's pretty much what they do. That's what any cult leader does, or any cult does. They prey on the weak minded and the uneducated. And here's how uneducated they are. I'll give you an example. When Donald Trump said Mexico is going to pay for that wall, remember how they cheered? They cheered beyond belief, not realizing that nobody can tell a sovereign nation what to do with their money. They cheered. It's like, oh, he's got our back. We got this. It's on. And they listened to him spew this rhetoric even after the president of Mexico came on TV and said, we are not paying for that fucking wall. Okay. Donald Trump came on TV. Our wall just got 30 feet higher. So what did they do? They cheered again. And they believed it. And typically, in the absence of genuine leadership, people will step up to anybody who gets in front of the microphone. People will listen to him. And in Donald Trump's case, he stepped in front of that microphone. We knew we were done with Obama. We weren't going to get another 4 years out of him. A lot of folks didn't like Hillary Clinton, even though she won the popular vote. A lot of people felt that Donald Trump, even though as much bullshit as he spewed, it was still he was going to be the way to go. And they became a cult. Just like Charles Manson. When he said, when he cut off travel to China during the pandemic, that was all he got stuck on. And if you look at some of the comments, not just in my videos, but on some other creators' videos, that's the only thing is he cut off the travel from China. Not realizing, yeah, he cut it off. 140,000 people still made it in here after the ban. So he didn't do anything except say, I cut off travel from China. So they listen to him. He says what they want to hear. And they just sprinkle a little salt on it and eat that shit up. There goes the sausage. Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh?
I said, ooh, look at that
No, I
sausage.
did.
What is your favorite book?
That is because it's really hard to find good andouille sausage, but Zatarans make a good andouille sauce, and that's what I'm using in this. And then, ba-bam, the scrimps. Gotta have them scrimps.
Ooh. Now, is that regular, like, tiger eye shrimp or tiger shrimp or whatever it is?
What's that?
Is that tiger shrimp?
I don't know. They just on the bag when I bought them earlier today, it just said white shrimp, already easy peel or something like that, 2 pounds.
Well, that's my
I was
kind
like, okay, that's what I need.
That's the way I need
But
to do
then
it.
this was $9.
What is that?
Great blue crab meat, and I could just sit here and just pick out his. Like I could pour some warm butter over this, and just sit here with a fork.
I love crab meat. Give
But
me
we're
some
gonna
warm
put that
butter.
in there.
He's making me hungry.
A lot of people say that when I'm cooking.
What is your favorite book?
I don't read a lot. Okay, and most people who know me know that. But I don't really have necessarily a favorite book. The last book I read all the way through was Dr. Steve or Professor Stephen Hawking's The Theory of Everything. That was the last book I read all the way through. Or
What do
no, that wasn't the name of it. A Brief History of Time. That was the name of it.
What do you
If
think Stephen Hawking would say about people's conspiracy theories?
I honestly don't believe Stephen Hawking would give it any thought. That man is he's one of the most prolific thinkers we've ever had in my lifetime. So I don't think he would give those conspiracy. He just probably look at him and be like, "Oh my God, these people are crazy," and call it a day.
What is your
I just
favorite?
don't think he'd give it a lot of thought.
What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote? Okay. One that I use in the tagline of my company emails. If you can't, no, wait. I can't believe I forget what it is right now. If you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over? And that was from Henry Ford. The other one is people who stand for nothing will fall for anything. And that's how you have Trump supporters. So we are going to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. And it will be time to eat.
Is it front porch time? America's porch?
Yeah, we're getting ready to go to the porch.
I'm on my porch, my balcony. See my trees?
Yes, carry my awards. No, why are you sitting it up there? No, I'm getting ready.
Yeah, did everybody see his awards?
We're going to have to do a photo shoot later. Yeah, don't look at me like that. You know I'm a diva. I want a photo shoot.
You said you make an acceptance speech and post them.
So I think this is going to be the new, this is going to be the new normal. Your boy Swerve, just get all the awards, make all the money, get all the green, get all the women, and then kick them to the curb because I love my wife. And but these are awesome. These are awesome.
You never thought of that.
Cook of the year and chef of the year.
And Hollywood presented the award to you.
What's that?
Hollywood was the one that presented the award to you.
Yeah, Dawn gave them to me, and she kind of just handed them over to me. And as she handed me one, she almost tripped and fell. Don't
She wasn't expecting
don't
that.
tell her I told you that. Don't you tell her. Oh, shh. I thought you did.
And you got your mask, a new mask.
Yep. I'm definitely going to be using that mask
Yeah, I gotta go back
because I got a. I'm working. I think it was RPM. He challenged me to try to make homemade lobster ravioli. It was either lobster or crab ravioli. So I got to go all the way out to the west side of Columbus to pick up some ingredients that I need to make it. So I'll definitely have that mask with me. I usually keep one in my car just in case I go someplace where they still require it. Like last Monday, I had to go to the VA get some blood drawn. They still require a mask. Mask is in my car. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, Veronica. Thank you, sexy. Hold on one second. I'll be right back, Karen. Gail wants to see the mask.
Okay.
What's wrong? You okay? Love you. Don't leave me. Okay. Damn. Maze, really?
Mace wants to see.
Hey.
She's... You smell Hollywood?
Back up.
Now that does fit you good, doesn't
But yeah,
it?
this is the mask. It fits perfectly. I mean, the mask that I currently have, I have several, let's be honest.
I think we all do.
I was going to get the one with the electronic mask where the mouth opens up. But this one fits perfectly. It's perfectly across the bridge of my nose, right down under my eyes, and it's sitting right against my face with no pressure. Like some of the masks, they put pressure here because they got that thick piece of aluminum in them to, form it to the bridge of your nose. This one sits right there along the edges of my face, and it fits perfectly. It's kind of hot. Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's
Hello,
so Hollywood.
Swift.
Now that's so Hollywood.
But yeah, I'm definitely using it. I am definitely
You
using it.
didn't expect any of
Wait,
that?
did I have that on upside down?
I think you did.
Did I?
I'm
No.
not sure.
No, that's right. Okay.
It just looks backwards on the phone.
Right, but it comes down underneath the chin too, and
Right.
it just makes good contact all over the face
I'm gonna go get you
without
one.
putting pressure on you. So yeah, that's cool. I'll definitely be using that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get you one. I didn't know how it would fit.
Yes, sexy. I got banned again.
Or suspended. Now, is that worse than banned?
Yeah. Well, I don't know because I've been banned before where I was able to, still make comments. So I'm thinking suspension is worse. I can't make comments,
That's what happened.
and it burns my ass because these people are still making comments on certain videos of mine, and I can't say anything back to them.
That's kind of what happened to Nikki New.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah,
exactly what happened to her.
Yeah. She gets banned, and then she gets banned again. And she goes over to Instagram. Show them what the bottom of each one says. Show them the bottom of them.
Chef of the year. And that one says cook of the year. These are awesome, Karen. Thank you so much.
I never knew they had all. They got reporter of the year. You know who deserves reporter of the year? Walter Masterson.
I would agree with that. Thank you, sexy.
He just walks up to those Trump supporters and asks them the stupidest question. And you know it's stupid. And they answer it like it's serious.
Yeah.
Well,
But wait a minute. When he says, do you think we need to, something about Nancy Pelosi and some game on Nintendo Stitch. Like she she proposed the budget and redid it for Animal Crossing, and they were like, "Yeah, we need to ban that shit." And it was for a game on Nintendo Stitch.
I didn't know what Animal Crossing was, but I knew it had to be a joke. Because I'm like,
Oh, I knew that when I saw Walter, I knew it was a joke.
well, yeah, I knew it was a joke too.
And then I do edit the video where, hey,
I mean,
did y'all
and he wasn't
did,
coming up with my TikTok.
did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video where he actually made it to Matt Getz
What
and
about?
Marjorie Green?
Yeah, that was good. Did you see her
I was
feet?
like, wow.
Did you see Marjorie's feet? What's wrong with her toes?
Yeah, everybody was like, you and your horse hooves.
See my toes? I thought my toes was ugly. I guess not.
I just thought it was hilarious. No, people think you're crazy. I don't think you're crazy. People think you're a pedophile. I don't think you're a pedophile. He is not a pedophile. All these charges are false. And yeah, security swooped right in there.
Because he put his arm around her. I'm like, oh my God. I've wished
I thought it was great.
Huntington Beach is about an 40-minute drive. I wish I would have known he would have been there. I would have been rolling in that sand.
That would have been hilarious. I would have paid money to see. I'm waiting to see the highlights out of the rally in Arizona today. Because old T-Rump went to Arizona today.
Yeah. Arizona.
So I'm waiting to see how that's going to go down.
I just can't believe how. And they only
You were what?
Under unemployment, Arizona is one of the lowest states that pays the less on unemployment. They only give like $217 a week. And
Yep.
I've never made that less in my life on unemployment. I said, really? Really?
I know. Let's go back and check on my gumbo. When I got laid off and I signed up for unemployment, it was just straight from the company. Come on, buddy. Just straight from the company, it was like $470 a week. And I was like, oh my God, really? But then when the stimulus money kicked in, or the unemployment offset or whatever they called it, it was $1,100 a week. And I understood at that point where people were coming from. Why would I go back to work making minimum wage when I can sit on my ass and make $1,000 a week?
Yeah.
So I understood that.
These companies don't want to pay you more than the federal minimum wage.
Exactly. And they're starting to realize that now. Shit, we got to pay our people.
Just like, well, like you say, socialism, they don't like that. But yet, I have a lot of friends that are retiring and all that now, and I'm like, well, what do you think Social Security is? Because I said, I'm getting my.
I'm sorry, what?
I have a lot of friends I went to school with that they're retiring, and they said, but they don't like socialism because it's stupid. But now that they're getting Social Security, they're getting free money, government money.
Yeah. People who complain about socialism have no idea what socialism is. Taxes are socialist. The money we spend to rebuild our roads, bridges, Social Security, welfare, food stamps, Medicare, it's socialist. But they'll sit there and go, well, I hate socialism. All right, well, when you retire, don't take your Social Security. Tell them you don't need it. Tell them you don't need it. All right, let me try one of the shrimps here.
Ooh, you're going to make my mouth water.
Oh, yeah. It's a little hot. I forgot one thing.
I was going to show you something. One of my favorite cookbooks, and I still have it. Very first cookbook I ever bought. Do you see this?
If it is within your power, see if you can go to the grocery store and pick up Mardi Gras Cajun seasoning. Don't tell me I use too much of this stuff.
See my cookbook?
What is that?
Very first cookbook I ever got. The Peanuts cookbook.
Oh, really?
Yep. Got it in fourth grade or third grade.
I, Karen, I got so many cookbooks.
And then I got this one.
I'll show you.
Jenny.
What does that say?
Little Bird Indian Cookbook. I bought it at a powwow.
Lillian, this gumbo is delicious. It's getting there. Probably needs to simmer for about 10, 15 more minutes, but it's getting there. Let me show you my favorite cookbook.
Anna something fry bread. Somebody's name. Fry bread. It is good.
Nope, that's not it.
You want to see my favorite cookbook?
Oh, shit.
Paula Deen. Anything Paula Deen.
Oh, there it is. Shit. Sorry. I bet that's expensive. All right. This is my favorite cookbook. A man, a can, a grill. And just so many like quick recipes, stuff that you can pull off on the grill. Just about every one of them calls for beer. Like, beer butt chicken, beer steaks, some of everything.
My favorite cookbook, and I lost it when I moved to California the first time, that I've got to take with me, was the Osmond Brothers Mother's Cookbook.
Oh, shit. Hold on a second. I didn't hear a word you said. Okay. Maze, you see my awards? Look at that. I don't know.
Where are you going to
Does
put
that
them?
mean I don't love you?
We're going to keep them in the kitchen?
Let's see. Are you on the headphones? Oh, okay. Dawn's listening on the headphones. Trying to keep an eye on Mama Jenny. The gumbo is shaping up real nice.
I'm going to try to download this and upload it to YouTube so people can see how you're cooking the roux and all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, very cool. The biggest problem when it comes to roux, people start cooking it and then they walk away from it. You walk away from it, you're going to burn it up. And then it takes a good 40 minutes to make a good roux. And I've seen people just, huh?
Gravy. I cannot make gravy.
Kind of. It's kind of a gravy. It's like a roux is if you want to make like melted cheese for dip, a roux is a good start. Um, Gravy, roux is a good start. But for gumbo, you have, I guess, kind of different layers of the roux. You have the blonde roux. You want to cook this down to a black roux and just kind of go from there. Usually, when people cook gumbo, the hardest thing that they come up with is the filet powder. My gumbo doesn't have any filet powder in it. The beer kind of gives it that same flavor.
I was going to ask you, do you use this kind of spice ever?
I can't hear you, Karen.
Do you ever use this kind of spice? I just got it for mine.
No, she didn't hold up anything. She was just asking if I've ever used it. What is that? Onion? Mint
Mint
Sunny?
Sunny.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, come
I love.
on. I got
I
a
got.
gallon of those up in my cabinet.
You know, I want. I always try to buy the big one, and they did not have the large one because I use so much of it.
You do you have GFS where you live? Gordon Food Services?
I don't think so. And then I got
See,
some.
we have GFS here, and we can go and get the big bottles of Lowry's,
Oh, I gotta go to Pavilion to see
Sam's
what they
Club.
have. We got Sam's Club.
Yeah, Sam's, you can get the big bottles, but Sam's is sketchy. They don't always have what I'm looking for.
Well, Ralph usually has it. I mean, because last bottle I got it was Kroger brand, but they don't have it. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is the best
I
season.
mean, oh yeah, the steak and shake. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got some of that. You
Steak and
guys have
shake?
seen my spice cabinet. You know I got some of everything up there.
Yeah, I need I'm trying to think of all the spices that I use, and I know I don't have everything that I need.
Typically, like if I go over to my local butcher shop, they have some new season. I get this stuff called steak dust. I got farm dust. What's that other shit we got in there? I think it's called apple orchard dust. Yeah, but they
I
have
need
some
more
great
of that.
stuff.
They have or they used to have a farmer's market on Sunday here in Hollywood. I don't know if they still have it right now with this pandemic. And they had this everything, like tables and tables of different kinds of spices.
Mm, nice.
I'm like,
I could
ooh,
definitely. We got this place here in downtown Columbus called the North Market, and down in the North Market, a lot of the like if I needed filet powder, that's where I go and get it. If they didn't have it, they'd order it for me. And I mean, filet powder is really nothing more than crushed sassafras. So I can make it myself with a mortar and pesto, but who wants to do that?
oh, I'll send that the live video. I'll send that to Dawn's Facebook Messenger, and then you can actually watch it.
Okay.
Uh, that way you can actually see it, so you can see how it.
Yeah, definitely. I like
Because you kind of gave
it's
me the
something weird.
inspiration. Because you
For
was
what?
up against Bert, food expert Bert. He hates Trump, but he travels around the world. He tries different foods, and sometimes he cooks. And then I'd put you up against Rachel Ray. She was cooking. She said, "When you cook in an iron skillet, it's the color in the food is what makes the food."
Yeah,
And then she said, "The
yeah.
iron skillet is
People
the
eat with
best."
their eyes first.
Yeah.
It,
And
I
then
mean,
and then it was you, and then it was Martha Stewart making a Martha Regina. I thought, oh, I like this one. I'll do this one. Because I couldn't find a
well,
lot
I
of
sure
people.
appreciate it.
And then my friend Linda, I just put a bunch of her pictures. She knows how to cook. She came into your live one
Oh,
day.
yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to be back on live Tuesday. I think my suspension is over on Monday night sometime, the 26th,
Jessica
which
said she
is
misses you.
who?
Jessica Stone. Jessica Stone, she says she misses you.
Oh, tell I said thank you.
You know, she can hear you.
Or I'm sure she can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. I miss you guys too. I haven't been on live all week because I've been working late. Um, but I've still been posting a couple of videos here and there. So when I got that suspension, usually Friday night is my night to stay up late, chill, listen to some music, talk about a few people, tell a few lies. And yeah, I got that suspension. I was like, shit,
I'm
this
like,
is just
well, I had a backup plan.
bullshit.
I didn't know if it would work for like my backup YouTube account. Cause that was my first
Hmm.
YouTube account. I said, well, I can give you that, but I didn't know if it would work because of the You gotta have a laptop. I didn't know if you could use your tablets and phone or not on there. But
Well, I didn't want to be. You can't do it on a. I can't broadcast from an Apple device because you need Flash to broadcast from those for YouTube.
okay,
So I couldn't do it from my iPad or my iPhone, and I couldn't do. I didn't want to do it from my laptop because I didn't want to be anchored into my office. Okay,
right,
hold on again. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta go get a drink. I'll be right back. You know, um, but no, I think this worked out pretty good. And I
right.
can't even in my laptop. I can't broadcast live on YouTube. If I did, people would know my last name. I know
No,
there's
no, no. I
there's
had
a
that
few
set
people
up.
out there
I
who.
was gonna have you put in my username because it was. I was
Well, no,
because.
I didn't want to do that either. Like I try to my best to stay away from social media. In fact, tomorrow
Well, I
I'm
mean,
deleting
like,
my LinkedIn account.
right. Well, no, I mean, like, that would have been a good like backup plan. Backup of the backup.
No, I understand,
Yeah.
but
But I didn't know if it would
when it
work or
comes to
not.
social media, like I broadcast live once from YouTube, and about halfway through it, I realized people could see my last name. And the company that I work for now, they have a very strict social media guidance policy. And I reach out to one of my HR reps and I said, "Hey, this is my username on TikTok. Can you review my content and tell me if I need to just delete this account?" And she got back to me a couple of days later and said, "You might want to take this down, take this down." So there were a couple of videos that I removed, and she gave me some further guidance. So, if it came to me broadcasting live on YouTube, people would then know my last name. Next thing you know, my company starts getting all kinds of emails to the HR department, and I just don't have time for that.
Right. Oh yeah, because
If
like
I didn't
years,
have such
years
a,
ago, you could put in your username when they first started. Because by the time then when I went to create like Hollywood Happenings, they wouldn't let me put in that username. I'm like,
I think
oh,
what I'm gonna have to do sooner or later, I'll sit down and I'll figure out like a completely anonymous username
you
and go
could
from there
do
and see
your
how that works
username
out.
on like on Instagram. You could do your same username over there.
Oh no, I know I could, but again, it's more social media, more
Right.
exposure, another password I gotta remember. So I'm just not real big into the social media. In fact, TikTok, I don't even have a Facebook account.
Right.
I've never done Twitter. Um, what's the other thing?
I'll send you that.
Facebook.
Now, you can watch videos on Twitter.
On what?
I mean, on TikTok.
I can I can watch them. That's all I can do.
See if you can find Nikki News. I think she's got it on TikTok too. I'm not sure, but I know she. I saw it on Instagram first, and she put like the names, and she's also got it on Twitter, and she was calling out the different creators are being silenced, the political TikTokers. She got. They took her video down. She was kind of like making fun. She do like a makeup tutorial, and she's going.
Hmm.
And then she put lipstick, and she made it go on her cheek. She was talking like a robot. Uh, she put the mascara and made it go up on her eyes. I'm like, she just looked like, blushed like this. I'm like, and they said it was had sexual content.
Don, that's ready. If you want to fix mom's dinner, well, she needs to eat.
What do you say
You want me to
Twitter
punch her in her
cooked?
face? Just asking. You got to look at me like all weird. Strange. You think
I'm
me
seeing,
strange?
now here I'm on
Oh
live.
shit.
I'm seeing if there's any like trending topics. Nope, nope, nope.
Okay,
Oh,
that's a little hot. Oh yeah. Okay. So Let me show you guys the gumbo because it's at that simmer mode where you just have all kinds of aroma and flavors mixing and marrying with each other. There we go. You got the crab meat, the Holy Trinity.
That looks good. Did you hear the women's archery team have won 8 gold medals so far?
What's that?
The women's archery just won a gold medal. The women's team has won
Oh, really?
8 gold. I'm like,
See,
I'm
I
so
can't.
nervous
I
about
can't
the
even
global.
watch the Olympics like I want to because our internet is jacked up right now.
I got it on regular TV. Wow, this is so funny.
Hey, this is done.
They're all wearing masks.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Man,
Hey, I got the, you have to do 4 Olympic festivals to cover the Olympics. I did 2. A long time ago. That was when I was in
oh, really? Very
my
cool.
community college in St. Louis. And I got to cover Olympic baseball, or the baseball, the ice skating was the best. It was cold as heck in there too. Anytime you're around that ice,
Very hearty ginger.
and if you had your little press passes, you got to ride the public
Yeah,
transportation.
but with the internet jacked up, you might not be able to watch it.
Well, no, this was years ago. I got to go in person to see all that stuff. See? So, oh yeah. Can you see?
Mm, that's nice.
See?
Oh, nice.
And this is
Yeah, I saw a video you made with all your press credentials.
yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not loading, babe.
That's what I got hanging in my.
You can run up and reset the network. Okay, Karen, I'm gonna have to get off of here. We're gonna eat dinner. I gotta go up and reset my network again, and we might be back later on.
I'm just gonna say this. Swvirn is on the road to Hollywood with his Cooking with Swvirn show.
Sweet.
Thank you.
So-
We'll have to do this again. Maybe we could do a live with I had you do those Swiss baked potatoes.
What's that?
We could do a live and we could both be cooking the Swiss baked potatoes.
I can't hear you, Karen.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
We could do a live when I do when you do Swiss baked potatoes, and I'll do Swiss baked potatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some stuff of those, but that's next on my list.
Right.
So I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, we can plan to do another live, and I'll be in my kitchen cooking.
Okay,
I gotta get, like, a
sounds
little
like a
stand.
plan.
Yeah, I have to get a stand though to put my phone on.
This one that I got was like $20 on Amazon.
Okay, I'll have to look for it. Cause I got one.
So
that
it's
I
not
bought
too
from
bad
Best
at all.
Buy. It had the ring light, but it was broke. I got it from Best Buy. All the pieces wasn't there.
Let me put the lid on it. All right, let me get off of here. I will see you guys later on. Looks like should be back live on Tuesday. So we'll see everyone then. We might be back later tonight. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Thank you very much
All right.
for the interview. This is Karen signing out for Hollywood Hour and Hollywood Happening.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
3, 2,
Love you guys.
Bye. Love you guys.